My name is Emily. I'm 33 years old, and I'm a mom to 3 amazing daughters. Their names are Lily, Sophie, and Mia. They are my whole world, honestly. I love them more than words can say. Life hasn't exactly been a walk in the park. My mom passed away when I was still a kid. And then, years later, my husband just left. It was after Mia, our youngest, was born. He just walked out the door, and that was it. Never looked back. No calls, no support, nothing. It was like we just vanished from his mind. So, it's just been me, raising my girls on my own. I don't have any family nearby to help out. We don't live in some big fancy house or anything. Money is always tight. We have a small apartment, and every month it's the same thing. Rent is due, and I worry about making ends meet. I don't have a high-paying job, didn't go to college, so my options are limited. But I'm a fighter. I don't give up. I work as a taxi driver. Funny thing is, I don't even own a car. Every month, I rent one. It's another bill to pay, but I need it to work. Then, I'm driving all day, and sometimes all night. Picking people up, taking them where they need to go. You meet all kinds. Some are really nice, some are just plain rude, and some even try to skip out on paying. But I keep going. I have to. I drive because that's how I put food on the table. That's how I take care of my girls. That's how I pay the rent. I work even when I'm exhausted, even when I'm feeling sick, even when I just want to break down and cry. Sometimes when things get really tough, I go and look in on my daughters while they're sleeping. They look so peaceful, so innocent. They are so beautiful. I'll gently touch their little hands, kiss their foreheads, and whisper, "I love you." Everything I do is for them. I want to give them a good life, a happy life. I want them to have all the opportunities I never had. But man, life can be so hard. One freezing evening, I was driving my daughters home. The weather was awful. The sky was pitch black, the rain was coming down in sheets, and the roads were turning icy. Lily was in the front seat, and Sophie and Mia were in the back, bundled up. "Mommy, I'm cold," Mia whimpered. She was only 5. I know, sweetie, I said, "we'll be home soon." I cranked up the heater, but the car was still freezing. The road was deserted, the streetlights were weak and dim. I gripped the steering wheel tight. My hands were actually shaking. I was on edge. Then, out of nowhere, a blinding light, a deafening crash, and a jolt of pain so intense it knocked the air out of me. Everything went black. When I finally opened my eyes, I was staring at a white ceiling. Beeping noises filled the air. I could smell that sterile hospital smell. I was in a hospital bed. I tried to sit up, but my whole body screamed in protest. My head was pounding, my arms felt like lead. Then, it all came rushing back, the accident. My daughters, where were they? Where they can't true. I tried to speak Lily, Sophie, Mia. My voice was just a dry croak. My throat was raw. A nurse came over to me. She had kind eyes and a gentle smile. "Take it easy," she said softly. "You were in a bad car accident." My daughters, I whispered. Where are my daughters? She gently touched my hand. Oh, wow. They're here, she said. They're safe. Tears welled up in my eyes, relief washing over me. I need to see them. Just a few minutes later, the door opened, and 3 small figures came running into the room. Mommy. Ja, Hanus Igantarintitiri, Itwine shared per itumat. Mommy? They cried. They threw their arms around me, hugging me tight, holding my hands, kissing my face. I just started sobbing, holding them as close as I could. Then, a doctor came in. He had a serious look on his face. He had some news. Ahoa Tindikisau, in pure shore. You have a broken leg, he said. Iniru Holed Saus in Disakiprai. You'll need surgery and time to recover. Panic shot through me. No. But I have to work. I have rent to pay. I have to feed my daughters. The doctor looked at me with sympathy. You need to rest, he said firmly. Then, another wave of worry hit me. The car. The rented taxi. It was probably totaled. And then the worst part, I remembered hitting another car. A really expensive one. The owner was asking for $20,000 to fix it. $20,000. I didn't have $20. I felt completely broken. I buried my face in my hands and just cried. My daughters huddled around me, crying too. I felt lost, hopeless. The next day, something unbelievable happened. My story, somehow, had gotten out. It spread online. People were reading about me, seeing pictures of my daughters. They saw what I was going through. And then, something amazing started to happen. Kind people, strangers, started sending money. They just wanted to help. Then, one day, I got a phone call. A man's voice, deep and calm, came on the line. I heard your story, he said. And I want to help you. Now, aus. I was wary. Iant kau, in tauin, etan, kau. Who are you? I asked, my voice trembling. You'll see soon, he just said. 2 days later, a group of people arrived at the hospital. They brought flowers, warm clothes for my daughters, and bags of gifts. Then, a young man walked in. He had the kindest eyes. He looked at me and gave me a warm smile. He sat down next to my bed. In Shingu and Tirtalanas Baris Emi. You don't know me, he said, but I know about you. I was so confused. Why do you want to help me? He just smiled again. Because I can. That simple answer broke something inside me, and I started to cry again. I don't know what to say, I stammered. He gently touched my hand. Inas, endalin seturi, ebisues kaus. You don't have to say anything. A few days later, the unbelievable happened. This young man and his team paid for all my hospital bills. Just like that. One huge weight lifted off my shoulders. But it didn't stop there. One day, they came and took me and my daughters to see a new place. We drove up to a house. A big, beautiful house. This is for you, they said. I just stared, speechless. For me, no one is thou hind condens, and he wat injit you, out canicu, purport use, forsta. I whispered, "Aye, inda." "Yes," they said, well, you don't have to pay rent anymore. This is your home now, Dao." My knees just gave way, and I sank to the ground, crying and crying. My daughters were crying too, hugging me tight. "Is this real, Pao?" I asked, through my tears. "Yes," they said. "This is real." I held my daughters close and whispered, "We have a home, no." One day, the young man asked me, "What's your biggest dream, Emily?" I wiped my eyes. "And to challenge it hind it too, you eyed my eyes wars tref." "I've always wanted to open a supermarket," I said. He smiled. "Then, let's make it happen." And he did. Just a few months later, I opened my own supermarket. It was filled with fresh food, the smell of warm bread, and happy customers. I wasn't a struggling taxi driver anymore. I wasn't just a poor, worried mom. I was a businesswoman. I was strong. I was happy. I will never forget that young man and the kindness of all those people who helped me. They completely changed my life. They taught me something so important: there really are good people in this world. People who genuinely want to help. And sometimes miracles really do happen. I started with absolutely nothing. Now I have everything. A home, a job I love, and most importantly, my happy family. Thank you for listening to my story. Your support means the world to me. I hope my story has touched your heart. Remember, no matter how tough life gets, kindness and hope can change everything. Stay strong, believe in good people, and never give up on a better tomorrow. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a like and share it. More inspiring stories are coming soon. Take care, and I'll see you in the next story.